Hey everyone, Big Pauly back with a brand new video. Yes, it's almost summer blockbuster time, so it's time to take a look at some cinema merch coming to a multiplex near you soon. Okay, so we are going to be taking a look at the cinema merch for James Gunn's new Superman film. We are going to be looking at Odeon, we're going to look at VUE and Cineworld, so all the major UK outlets. I don't have any info on Showcase, so we'll just stick to those three main ones. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to shift you over a little bit so I can leave a space up here somewhere where I can post a few pictures of the lovely merch coming soon. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at Cineworld. I'll post a picture up here. As you can see, there's 3 items being released by Cineworld. We've got 2 popcorn buckets and a drinks cup as well. Now let's have a look at the popcorn buckets. First one is a giant S symbol, the Superman symbol. And as you can see, it's got lots of colour in there. We've got yellow, red and blue. It looks a little bit flimsy, you can actually see the popcorn through the plastic, but it does have a lid that shuts up at the top. And it's going to be kind of like a centerpiece that you could just stick somewhere like on a shelf over here with the S symbol on there. I should imagine it's going to be good size, probably a good size, although you can't really tell. But as you can see in the picture there, you can see all the lovely popcorn all in the middle there. And next to that, you can also see another popcorn bucket, which is a lighter blue colour, but it does have the Superman emblem on the side there, as well as the Superman logo. This is a round tub, and it looks like it has a plastic crypto actually attached to the side of it. It looks plastic. I don't think it's a plush one, so I should imagine it's part of the moulding. Below that, of course, we've got the Superman cup. I do like this cup with the blue on it and the yellow and the red, and you also get an attached cape as well. It's a shame there isn't no topper on the top of it, but it gives that Superman vibe with the attached little cape there. So yeah, some good stuff there from Cineworld. Now looking at Odeon, it looks like Odeon only have 2 items. One of them doesn't really strike me that much. It's the popcorn bucket. It's just, from what I can see, it's solid blue. There's no colour in it whatsoever. It would have been good if they'd actually, you know, made that S the proper red and yellow in the middle there. But it just seems a very plain blue S symbol there that can stand on a shelf somewhere. But you can see the popcorn poking out at the top there. I do like the drinks container though. That's one of the best looking drinks containers, made to look like Superman's muscly torso, with the cape as well and the straw coming out the top. And you also get a belt under the top of the pants as well. And as you can see on the drinks container, it does have that Superman type of fabric that we saw with Henry Cavill as well. So yeah, there's a couple of good ones there from Odeon, but I think the drinks container is the best one. Okay, so now we're on to VUE, and they have 4 items. 4 items. Yeah, starting it off with the Superman Gripper Cup, which again looks a bit like the Cineworld one with the cape. There's a lot more colour, the colour on the top there with the yellow. Again, no topper, unfortunately, but we get that nice fabrically look on the blue there. And this is priced at £14.99 without a drink. So prices have gone up. And I don't think the cup does anything. Next, we'll move on to the popcorn bucket, which is the usual tin bucket that you get, normally with a bit of embossing on the outside, and it's usually glossy. And this is £5.99 without any popcorn. So if you just want to buy it, then there you go. I should imagine it'd be quite a large popcorn bucket, because they do the standard size ones, which can hold a lot of popcorn in it. Moving on, we have the Superman Light Up Cup, which doesn't look too good, to be honest. You just got the S symbol there and a bit of plain white. This is £24.99 without a drink, so pretty hefty. But apparently, if you press the S symbol, the contents of your drink light up. So I should imagine it might light up green, maybe for kryptonite. I don't know. But it'd certainly be interesting to check that out. But £24.99 is a lot for a drinks cup that should only be a £3 or £4. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, which I think is the one that a lot of people might go for collectible-wise, and that we can probably see a load of being sold on eBay. This is the Superman popcorn bucket. This is £29.99 without popcorn. So that is hefty. Can't get an idea of the size of it, unfortunately, but it looks like a big, giant popcorn machine. You can see there all the popcorn in the bottom and the cup at the top that usually holds the popcorn kernels. But Superman is attached to it, and you can see the lasers coming out of his eyes, smashing the glass and hitting the popcorn. So it could be good, especially if it lights up. But we need to get an idea of the size. For £30, I'm hoping it's going to be quite a large one. But yeah, that could be something to look for. So hopefully we'll see these in VUE. Now, recently VUE have announced that you'll only be able to get any of their cinema merchandise with a cinema ticket for VUE. So you can't take a trip from anywhere and just pop into a VUE to buy one. You have to physically show that you are booked to watch Superman at a VUE cinema. So that might harm a few sales, but I think it's also the fact that maybe a lot of people have complained. You know, they've gone on the release day or the release weekend for films, and there's been nothing left because people have flocked to the cinemas and bought a load and hoarded them and maybe sold a lot on eBay, and then people have been left without. So I think this might be a good idea to limit it to people that can actually prove that they're actually going to be watching the film at the cinema. Now, I will be watching it at the IMAX in Cineworld, but I will also book a ticket for the following day to go and watch it at the VUE. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to pick up at least one or two of those items. For me, out of the whole lot, I'm probably going to go with maybe the Cineworld Superman cup with the cape, and also probably the popcorn machine bucket if it's available, because I should imagine this will be limited numbers. But at least I'll get a good idea of what they look like. Hopefully they'll have everything in. The thing with VUE is that they don't tend to put them out until the film is actually released, the day of release. And sometimes I've gone in there and the shipment has been delayed, so they're not in until the following day, which is a bit tricky. But anyway, I look forward to seeing everything that's out in all of those cinemas. So there we go. So that is a little look at the Superman merch for the new film by James Gunn, which is out in the middle of July. Some of them might be available a little bit earlier, such as Cineworld usually put them out about a week beforehand, and so do Odeon. But like I say, with VUE, you might have to wait until on the day of release. I will be checking into Cineworld closer to the time. And yeah, I'll see what I can find in there, and I'll post a video or post a couple of pictures. Anyway, there we go. That is the Superman merch that we can expect in Cineworld, Odeon and VUE. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Like the video by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. Stick down in the comments if you're planning to pick any of that merch up. And I'll see you on the next video very soon. Bye-bye.